No fear, nigga, I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. You get off anybody, I do not care. I know, no fear, nigga, I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. You get off anybody, I do not care.
Well, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? This is Let's Start the Radio, man. Gotta bring you guys a news story today, man. Man. This is coming from my home state where I was born and raised in New Orleans. And this is coming out of my home city, New Orleans. This is some fucked up news, man. I'm not going to even waste any time with you guys. I'm going to get directly into it and I'm going to give you guys my thoughts. If you're here watching on YouTube, hello. If you're here watching on Facebook, hello. If you're here who's going to watch this on the recording side once I post it on YouTube, hello. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend, great holiday weekend. It's not so many folks in Louisiana rather had that good weekend. Not so many folks in New Orleans had a good weekend. It's been crazy. It's been crazy to say the least. I have several friends and several family members who down there, and they all tell me, like, Doc, man, I'm glad you left. It's so fucked up, Doc. A lot of shit has been happening. Oh, Doc, people have died left and right, Doc. You know, there's so much shit that's going on in my city of New Orleans that it's so crazy. But let's go ahead and get directly into the news story, because that's why you guys are here. And I'm going to give you guys my thoughts. Let's go ahead and get it. You guys should be seeing it on the side of me. The people on Facebook and on YouTube that's watching it live will not be able to see it because I do not have the green screen set up for that yet. But people who watch this on the replay will be able to see it. Let's go.
Wave of violence hits New Orleans with at least 8 separate shootings since 11 yesterday morning. Juveniles are among the victims, with 3 people dead and another 8 injured. Natasha Robin has the latest on the violence.
Plus why some criminologists say they aren't at all surprised by the number of shootings that unfolded in the past 24 hours.
In the final days of the year, violence unfolds in nearly every part of the city. In the past 24 hours, the NOPD investigated multiple shooting scenes that involved nearly a dozen victims. 3 of those victims died. One murder unfolded at Bourbon in Toulouse as crowds of people gathered in the French Quarter ahead of the holiday weekend. A 16-year-old was arrested as the alleged shooter. A woman was shot along with another victim on North Rocheblave, and there were at least 2 other locations where 2 victims were injured. According to the Metropolitan Crime Commission, at least 278 homicides occurred so far, making it the highest homicide rate in New Orleans since 1996.
Mayor, can we ask you a question?
What's that? We attempted to ask Mayor LaToya Cantrell about the violence and the highest homicide rate in 26 years, but she would not answer any questions. Criminologists tell Fox 8 what happened in the past 24 hours isn't surprising and follows a similar pattern of what's been going on.
While the nation's numbers have gone down since the pandemic, our numbers seem to go up. And we've seen at least 5 to 6 murders every week since the first part of the year. So it hasn't been anything surprising. Although you don't want to see that much rapid murders all in one day, but it certainly fits the pattern we've seen all year long in New Orleans.
So that's going back to the bad old days. And, you know, the homicide rate is not the only problem that we have. You're talking about shootings, you're talking about carjackings, you're talking about armed robberies. All of those are unacceptably high, incrementally higher than what they were as recently as 2019, when we had about 1,300 officers.
The NOPD continues to investigate the most recent crimes, and as usual, they need the public's help. If you know anything, call Crime Stoppers. At NOPD headquarters, Natasha Robin, Fox 8, Local 1st.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard that man fuckery. So, I want to let you guys know a couple of things. You know, I watch Law and Order. I watch all these TV shows with these cops, Criminal Minds. I watch Chicago Fire, Chicago PD. I watch all these shows. And It's certain things that happen in these shows that happens that tells you what actually happens in real life. Now, the police chief, who should have been fired a long time ago, he quit and retired. That's quote, quote, quote for he was pushed out. So to keep his pension, you either gonna let us fire you or you gonna keep your pension and retire and go on your own terms. He went on his own terms and retired. Now you brought this black female officer, commander, who's supposed to be over all the cops. You brought her in. Don't know where the fuck she come from. Don't know none of her criminal, her history as a police officer. None of that. But you brought her in, and now you got her in, and she's supposed to be doing a great job, right? She's going to be the one that's going to turn over the leak of these shootings. She's going to be the one that's going to be able to get these police officers in here. She's not. You know what's going to get these police officers in here? You know what's going to keep these police officers in here? Paying them better. Giving them better benefits. Stop overworking these police officers. Stop not giving your police officers the fucking respect that they deserve to put their life and self on the line for people that's, let's just be honest, who are ungrateful, who don't really give a fuck about human life. And that can be black or white. I'm not going to just say it's black folks that's doing that, because it's white folks that are doing that as well. But who's the higher number? And don't tell me it's because they just show on us. Get the fuck out of here. So just because the news people or the government told a 16-year-old to go kill his person on birthday, there's a full bunch of people out there, packed with people, that the government told that 16-year-old, hey, go kill him. Okay, he dropped the gun in the hood so they can buy the gun. Just because I drop cocaine on the ground doesn't mean you gotta smoke it. Doesn't mean you gotta snort it. You don't even gotta look at it. You can walk right past it. It makes no sense. It makes none at all. But that's the black logic that you black folks have. Because they put the guns in our community, we gotta use them. It's false. A lot of you motherfuckers watch movies. A lot of you do. A lot of you do. I do. You watch the movie Boys in the Hood with Ice Cube and boy Ricky. You watch that movie and you watch what Ricky Daddy brought them to a neighborhood and showed them. He told them, look at the black neighborhood versus the white neighborhood. In the black neighborhood, you got liquor stores, corner stores, bodegas, all that shit. White neighborhood, you don't got all that. Why is that? You try to tell them why. You motherfuckers still didn't get it. You motherfuckers walked out of that movie theater lost in the motherfucker. You motherfuckers walked out of that movie theater not even thinking, wait a minute, that man just said some real shit. Just because the fucking shit is in your neighborhood doesn't mean you gotta go and buy it. But we are so lazy. We are so fucking want it now. We want it now that it's okay to have a store in your neighborhood like that that's selling y'all alcohol and cigarettes. Because you can get it faster. It's okay for the neighborhood to bring that's people that's come to U.S. that's not from here half of the time. Get grants when they come here, set up a store in our neighborhood and sell us poison. It is okay. Because we got it now. A lot of you motherfuckers that have your smartphone in your hand. You gotta have your smartphone in your hand. And the bitch ain't going fast enough. You will hit it. To make it, it's a fucking phone. Smartphone. It's not a laptop. It's not a fucking PC that I got in front of me. It's a fucking smartphone. But you bitches hit it because it ain't going fast enough. Y'all want everything now. That's why they continue to keep doing what they doing to us. That's why. And the title is, the NO has a dozen shootings, over a dozen shootings. in less than 24 hours. But why? I want to tell you guys why. The reason why we have people in New Orleans and Louisiana who was running this city to the ground. You saw that they tried to ask this mayor a question about that. She wouldn't even let them talk to her. You got people protecting this lady, protecting this black mayor from any questions, from anything, any judgment, anything. You bitches are making excuses for her. And I blame everybody in New Orleans. I blame every fucking celebrity in New Orleans. I blame every rapper in New Orleans. I blame all you motherfuckers. Because a lot of you bitches are going up there saying, hey, every white mayor that came in this bitch was able to fuck up the city. Why she can't have her turn? That's y'all logic. That is y'all logic. Every white mayor has fucked up the city budget. Why she can't have her turn? It's okay when they do it, but get the fuck out of here. Do you bitch ass niggas understand what y'all saying? It's okay for her to do it because the white mayor before her did it, right? But guess who's paying for that? You dumbass niggas. Guess who paying for that? Your children, you dumbass niggas. It's okay though, right? The police department is going down. It was already fucked up, but now it's going down the drain. It's cool when they do it, but when I do it, fuck them. That's what y'all put on there. And in particular, my guy, P-Time Mo. In particular, I like P-Time Mo. I think he's a good-ass artist. No disrespect, no fucking, no nothing, bro. I like you, I like your music, whatever. But you put on your page a couple of months ago that don't come to the mayor and talk about the mayor because everybody else had a chance to fuck up the city. We sticking with TD. But then you refrain from that and put on your page a couple of weeks ago that we need to get this shit together. Everybody to come together. Which one is it? Now we need to come together now, right? Because tourists and people are not coming to the city. They're about to stop coming to the city. Because it's too violent. Now it's a fucking problem because what happens, that fucks with your money. You are a promoter. You are a owner of a business. That will fuck with your money. That will fuck with your bottom line. And I'm not saying that's why you're saying it. I know you got kids, so no beef here. I know you got kids, and I know you want a better thing for your children, a better life for your children. But what you failed to realize is when you gave that bitch the okay that you was with her, you made her feel like ain't nothing she's doing is wrong. I want y'all to understand that. When you give that bitch the okay that everything she's doing is okay, she has no reason to say and do otherwise. She has no reason to do anything else. I want y'all to understand that. When you give somebody like that permission to keep fucking up, why would I stop? If I'm cheating on my wife and she catches me and she don't do nothing about it, why would I stop? It makes no sense for me to stop. Why? You ain't saying nothing about it. You ain't saying nothing. That's what is going on in New Orleans. You want the city to change? I give you three things that help the city change. Number one, get rid of that bitch ass mayor. She needs to go. Secondly, overhaul the police department. Take away every top leader in the police department. Take them away. Bring some people from some other states in there. Third, go out and talk to the children. Go out and talk to the community. Make the community know that you are with them. And not only when they are calling you. Go out and talk to the community. Go out and talk to these kids. Go out and ask these kids, what do y'all need in y'all community? What do y'all want? Fuck Mardi Gras for this year. Instead of doing Mardi Gras this year, we gonna give back to the communities. We're gonna go and clean up these communities. That'll change. Show them that it ain't all about partying in New Orleans. That it ain't all about drinking and having a good time. That it's actually about giving back. Have fucking center for these children to go to. Instead of having to be like when I was a teenager in New Orleans, after school we went straight to Canal Street. What happens in Canal Street? You get in a fight with somebody that you was beefing with, guns pull out, now somebody dead. Name it for me, guys. What place in New Orleans that a kid can go to after school and just chill without having to worry about some bullshit? Name it. Name it for me. Name it. Other than Canal Street, and then you still gonna get in some fuck shit because you went to Landry, I went to Walker, now it's Landry Walker, that's lack. I went to Landry Walker, you went to Carr, and I don't like y'all because y'all fucked with our football team last year, and we gonna fight. That's what's happening in New Orleans. Niggas getting on Instagram and IG and Facebook and talking about, hey, man, look, fuck that bitch ass nigga. Man, that nigga, man, fuck that nigga. And then guess what? When y'all see each other, you gotta stand on them words. If you don't stand on them words, you're a bitch ass nigga in everybody else's eyes, right? Guns get drawn, you dead. Now your little partner gonna try to come kill me, and it's gonna keep happening. That's what's going on in New Orleans. Meanwhile, people outside of this state who leave this state drive. I ain't been back home in years, and I'm not going home. I said I was going to go home. I'm not going home. Fuck New Orleans. I love my city. It's in my blood. But I don't need to be there to love it. Fuck that city. Fuck the people that's working down there. Fuck the mayors. Fuck everybody else. Fuck the governor of Louisiana. Because he need to get the fuck out of there too. Because he ain't doing his job. How we got more murders in Chicago? How we got more murders in Philadelphia? How we got more murders than Detroit? One of the cities that have the worst crime rate in the world is Detroit. We got more murders than them. The black police chief who was in New Orleans took his ass to Baltimore, and now he's changing Baltimore a little bit. He's working on it. He was so done with New Orleans, he left and went to Baltimore. And now he's trying to change that police department. He could have done it here, but the mayor and the other people who's the powers and be wouldn't allow him to do it. I want y'all to understand that. Go do your research. Don't take my word for it. The police chief, that prior, I can't think of his name, the prior police chief in New Orleans, left New Orleans, went to Baltimore, and he's changing the city around. But they wouldn't let him do it in New Orleans, where he's born and raised. He had to leave and go to another state to make some change. It starts with the top. Do what other states are doing and find the parents for these children doing fuck shit. You get 3 times. $5,000 fine, $10,000, $20,000. 4th time, your ass get arrested and the child get arrested too. That'll make parents get on their motherfucking children's asses. Fuck CPS, fuck the teachers, fuck the police. You chastise your children. Stop letting the state chastise your children. You be the parent. And that's what's wrong with people. They want the government to be the parents. I heard some shit the other day that shook me to my core. This lady said on her Facebook page from New Orleans, I can't wait till my son get 18. I don't have to worry about this motherfucker no more. The state, he's gonna be the state problem. What? Who says that? A black woman. She's fed up, Doc. What do you want her to do? Be a fucking parent? You pushed them out, right? You was in that getting fucked. Yeah, daddy, it's your dick, daddy. Yeah, daddy, it's your pussy. Yeah. You was in that getting fucked, right? 9 months later, that baby pop out. It was cute, it was cuddly. 5 years old, he's starting to tear up the house. 10 years old, he stopped listening to you. 13, he started wanting to rob and shoot shit up and break into houses and cars. Now you're ready for him to make 18, so you got to deal with him. That is fucked up. And it's people that say, I got a child, so that make me, I can know it all, I can do whatever the fuck I want. But you bitches ain't taking care of your responsibilities and raise these children the right way. And I get it, it's a two-part. The man has to have blame, right? Of course, that's what y'all say. It's because of the father's not there. But let me tell you something, what happens with fathers. If I, being a man, don't want a child, but you do, we had sex, it was good, it was fire. Now the baby, you pop up and say, I'm pregnant, and I say, I don't want a child right now, but you do, I have no rights to it. I can't say I don't want it. I can't say anything. I have to fucking have no choice. I want to get an abortion. I want to pay to get an abortion. You don't want an abortion. You want to carry it. Guess what? It's your responsibility now. That's what it should be. But then we force these men who didn't want to be parents to have to be parents. But I know you should have had sex with a condom, right? Condoms break. They do. They're not fucking foolproof. They break. We need to do better. And it's on us. It's on the older generation. It's on the police departments. It's on the government. It's on everyone to play a part in this. I've been bringing you guys news for 10 years now about every city in America. I got a story that I'm looking at. I can't even do it right now. I can't even do it because I got too many stories. Let's listen to it.
He joins us live from Comer Children's Hospital with our top story. Brona Tumulty joins us live from Comer Children's Hospital with our top story.
Good evening, guys. Yeah, very, very sad news on the first day of the year. We're told that little boy was just 9 years old. We're told he was shot multiple times just after 6:30 this evening. Now, according to police, they just gave a press conference there. He lives...
A 9-year-old was murdered in Chicago. Can't even get to that story because I got 5 other stories coming from out of Louisiana that I got to get to first. It's always Louisiana, Boston first. Louisiana, Boston always for me. Louisiana, Boston always. Why? Because my dad was from Boston and my family's from Boston, my daddy's side, and I love Boston. So it's Louisiana first, Boston always. So anything that I do is going to always be Louisiana first, and then everybody else get the other news. I do everybody else's news. That's just one coming out of Chicago. I got 3 more coming from out of Detroit. I got 2 more coming from Philly. 3 more coming from Memphis. Another 2 coming from Mississippi. And these are all murders. Murder stories that people have sent me this week. And I can't even get to them because I got too much shit to do. Wake up, black folks. Men, if you are your households, take back your house, man. Take back your fucking house. Woman, stand by your man's side. Let him take back his house. A lot of you, even my wife, do it to me. When I'm trying to chastise our cat, Stop that. Don't do that. She don't know what she doing, though. She don't know what she doing. You making the cat feel like this man don't got no respect in his house. And it's okay because it's a cat. But what if we had a child and I'm chastising my child with my wife and she does that? And I get on her about it because y'all don't understand. That's what y'all are doing. You are making the child feel that the man has no respect in his house. So I ain't gonna respect him. Prime example, we'll look at Madea, Big Happy Family, the movie and the play. How those children were disrespecting their father because the mother was disrespecting the father. If the mother's doing it, and mama twice as big as us and older than us, we gonna do it too because he ain't doing nothing to mama about it. So we gonna do something. Soon that man put his fucking foot down, the kids got in line, the mother got in line. Simple math, bruh. It's simple. If you don't respect him, I'm not either. And that's why I always say something about it. My cat can bite me and we could be playing and I could be like, I'm about to play with her. I'm about to fuck with her too. Oh no, stop this. I'm not hurting her. I'm not breaking her. But the woman in her, the female in her, don't want me doing it. And that's why y'all kids beat the fuck out of y'all. That's why y'all kids misuse y'all. That's why y'all kids run over y'all. That's why y'all kids don't do nothing y'all say. Because the female in you won't let you do it. But you gotta remember, it's female. That means y'all are male too. That male side need to come out and say, wait a minute, I understand why he doing that. I understand why. Structure matters. But because black women don't want structure, they don't like structure, they don't want that in their life, they think they can do whatever the fuck they want to do with no consequences added to it, that y'all raise y'all children the same motherfucking way. Who else doing it? Because the man not there, right? Y'all are. Y'all are raising these bitch ass niggas to kill each other. Y'all are raising these cowards who don't want to fight. Y'all are raising these bitch ass niggas. So don't blame men and say we should be in the household. Because we try, but you bitches won't let us. You bitches won't let us put our foot down. You bitches won't, oh, we shouldn't have to let you. You a man. Soon we do that, you call the cops. So don't tell me we shouldn't have to. We a man. You a man, right? You bitches have fucked up the black race. I want y'all to understand that. Females have fucked up the black race. Every other race have power and we don't. Every other race. Every other race have power, but we don't as a black community. You say something about the gays, your ass getting fired or fucking canceled. You say something about the Jews, your ass getting fired or getting canceled. Muslims, your ass getting fired or killed or canceled. Because they don't play. You can't say anything about Muhammad. You can't say anything about that man. They'll fucking kill your ass. But blacks, we allowed everybody to make jokes about us. We allowed every movie to make jokes about us. We allowed the news stations to make jokes about us. We allow ourselves commercials to make jokes about us. TV shows, comic shows. We are the comic central of America. And no one says anything about it. We laugh about it. It's funny. When Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, it's funny to you. But that's why they continue to do us what they do. When would it change? I got to do this story right after this of a 9-year-old shot and killed in Chicago. This morning they killed the 5-year-old in New Orleans. When would it stop? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I just went live, man. You guys see that. I just went live on the Listen Doctor channel. And I'm live right now, still on Facebook. We did 30 minutes. I thought I was going to just do 15. I'm going to have to cut this from the regular show that's going to go on Facebook. I mean, on YouTube. I didn't want it to go that long, so I'm going to cut it. But everybody who got the raw side of it will see it on the page. So when I start talking, man, a lot of shit just comes out, and it's just true shit, and I really, really, really hate that I have to do these stories, and I won't stop doing them because I promised my mama that I would never stop. I promised my mama that I would continue to keep putting out this content, that people, and be a voice for these children, because these children are the ones that's going to be the recipients of our fuckery. They're gonna be the ones who gonna get this, who gonna get what we giving them. And what we giving them is a world that they cannot live in. It's a world that they cannot drive in. We need to do better as parents. We need to do better as people. Just be a regular human being and be somebody that a kid can look up to. Instead of looking at you and saying, why would I do anything? Because you ain't do nothing with your life. You ain't do nothing with your life, so why should I listen to you? Why would I listen to you? You ain't do shit with your life. You trying to tell your kid to do something and go back to school, but you ain't going to school. You got a book that you ain't write. You got a car that you ain't fix, that's sitting outside. How you going to tell me to do something and you ain't doing it with your life? That's why a lot of these kids are saying that. And I understand now. I finally understand now. You can't teach me when you ain't get shit and you ain't doing that with your life. Be the change that you want to be, that you want to see. I see you guys when I see you.